we missing, that's gonna be a bit. Got pupils on falling, so crying out, we need this shit. Step into the plate, twist that for championship. You finna twist that, nah, you finna twist that. You just said quote for quote, you finna twist that. I thought stupendous in your windows, did you get that? I see you waiting on the paper, but it's big facts. While I eat, you grab my hair back, you can twist that. I drive you crazy, but you love the way I whip that. I kept it intact, cause my impact has a syntax. I'm using syntax to twist facts. It's whack.
If I told you that I roll one, would you smoke with me? Or do you have somewhere to go or someone else to see? I thought I'd ask, cause I want that ass all over me. Let's smoke a half and kick the other half as company. Put the baby on the flow, keep it real with me. You can't twist that, nah, that's a split rap. Oh no, you can't get that, it's ordered by the box. We can pop bottles, dog, I said we rip packs.
You finna twist that, nah, you finna twist that. You just said quote for quote, you finna twist that. You finna twist that, nah, you finna twist that. You just said quote for quote, you finna twist that.
I need you to be mine, I need you by my side. I need you to decide, I need you to make up your mind. I need to take my time, I need to think at times. I need to be outside, I need to feel alive.
I know you done the ride, I know you done the slide. I know we gotta live our lives just so we don't collide. I know we gotta swallow pie cause ego kills a pie. I know this resonates inside.
I need to smoke. Told you I need to smoke. Girl, I need to smoke. I'm done with you, let's smoke. I'm a real stoner, I don't have the time to fight with you. If it's on your mind, then say what it is you want to do. You say you looking, but I see you never see it through. I need to see the proof, don't just tell me the truth. If you want to be with me, that's all you have to do.
You finna twist that, nah, you finna twist that. You just said quote for quote, you finna twist that. Flow stupendous in your windows, did you get that? See you waiting on the paper, but it's big facts. You finna twist that, nah, you finna twist that. You just said quote for quote, you finna twist that. Flow stupendous in your windows, did you get that? See you waiting on the paper, but it's big facts.
Spliffers.
Drinking this other shit and it just left this bad taste in my mouth. So it's like,
Yeah.
So we back here for another episode of the Spliffers Rotation. This your man Indica in the cut, and we here with the full squad today. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, y'all.
it's Bad God.
Deja Divine.
You already know Ogun Spliffer rolling up.
Oh, good Spliff. Hold on, another one for us. We had to bring y'all in with
Nah,
that.
this one for me. Nah, there's enough spliffers and weed in here for everybody to roll their own one.
Hey,
Speaking of, trying to dish out
this.
this.
Like, hold up, like, no.
I'm rolling my own too. Shit, fuck that.
What?
I'm about to have the prettiest spliff on camera. Oh, gonna have the first
Hey,
one.
I guess
but this
we're
is
about to find
different.
out who
You ain't
rolled.
gonna have no stickum to it. Watch this. We about to plug somebody real quick. On
Tell
you.
you what's happening? What else going about to pull
what's
out? What
happening?
you got? What you got in the bag? What do you got in the bag?
We got the finest. We're gonna plug
I'll
it.
tell you what.
We're gonna plug it.
Oh,
We got that stickum.
I'll tell you what.
So Diamond said we don't lick blunts out here. So real quick, let me go ahead and stick this up real quick.
Tell you
He said
what.
he come in to stick it up. It's a stick up. It's a motherfucking stick up. Well, while we all get our splits prepared, y'all.
Wow, look at that. Just squeeze that motherfucker on there real quick and it rolls it nice and tight. Nice
You
and
did that
tight.
quick?
Nice and tight. Come on now. When you got a
I thought you was
spliffer.
about to get to roll. I just seen you put it
Come
down.
on,
I looked
my
away
nigga.
and then just looked
Nah,
up.
my guy. Nah, my guy.
I just looked
No,
up.
it was sticked up.
Too.
That's a quicker process.
I'll tell you what.
The ladies, look, ladies.
If you ain't got
They
that
got that stickum out here, so you know the tongue fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And look, we got a little intro for y'all.
That's for all those who don't like to lick on that tobacco. That should be having your tongue numb sometimes.
The numb tongue.
Numb tongue. Have you feel like you about to do a dip right now?
Nigga said Copenhagen winter green, long cut.
Long cut. I was about to
This
say
long
Long
cut, long cut. Like I like my spliffers, long cut,
Well, y'all know
This
about
that
that. That's
split
Buckeye
from
days.
Maduro, long cut.
long cut.
Long cut. That's Buckeye days. Tell you what. About there, probably give me a little dip.
Nah,
I'm
for
on the
real.
road. Get her
Hey
done.
Deja, what's it like being around us just always saying nothing?
I guess Ogun Devala told you to be first. It looks like you first on the
I
end of
know.
the series.
Yeah, pretty much what's it like being around guys all day? Being
Yeah.
guys.
They ain't really guys.
Well,
we
we
just
ain't
Spliffers.
guys. We
I
just
mean,
I'm the guy. It's like
But
literally like
you're
my last
also
Yeah,
name.
his
not-
last name is
Yeah,
Guy.
that's the guy.
That's the
the
guy
guy.
right there.
he's the
We just put the
literal
D
guy.
Yeah, we talking about the guy. He over there.
Well, hold on real quick before we even get into that. Justice, plug your full name for him. I said Justice.
Tell you what,
That's
well,
part of it.
it's Jamaria Deshaun Justice, Guy Robinson.
Hey, me and him got the same middle name as Deshaun, and it's
Tell you
spelled the
what.
same.
I tell you what.
That's an anomaly for black people to spell the same thing the same.
Fred.
Oh yeah.
But the craziest part is my dad got the same middle name, but it's spelled differently.
See?
So, you know,
See?
dad and mom got
Dad.
the same middle name. I got the middle name from the moms. Then me and him actually have the same middle name. But his shit, didn't you go through some spellings or some shit? His name
I had
all
like
fucked
3
up.
different. Yeah, my.
Bat's name's all fucked up.
I
That's
know.
why
That's
that's
why we call
OG
him
Bat.
Batman.
I was about to say,
That's what we
I ain't
call
gonna
him
give y'all too many clues because I want keep it anonymous. But let's just say that these motherfuckers, then every time I try to go somewhere, my
Yeah, you like
official
that, huh?
documents get flagged. They think it's fraud going on because motherfuckers then changed my name 3 different times, and then instead of just doing it on an official document, instead of just giving me a new document,
Scoot over just a little bit back.
they like with a pencil just dotted out my other name,
Damn,
left
no
it on my
pen?
birth certificate.
Damn,
No
with-
pen.
not with
Left
the
it on
pen,
there
with
and
the
then put
pencil.
and then put the new name.
Said
Right,
erasable.
Yeah, and then put the new name. And mind you, the funniest thing is they didn't even make these new changes until, what was it, 2015? And the change was officially made in the year 2000, and they admitted to it. That's just part of it. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to get into that, but yeah. My name's been changed to spelling at least 3 different times. My middle name, and yeah.
Shout out Arby's.
Yeah, sure.
What you got?
That's the first up on our chicken sandwich. I mean, on our
Chicken.
on our fish sandwich reviews.
Chicken.
Chicken.
I'll tell you what. I got the loaded mac and cheese, you know, the chicken, bacon, and ranch.
We were
you know what I'm
talking
saying?
about that
I
when we
do
were
got
going
the
through the
chicken, bacon, and ranch.
drive-thru.
I got that. It ain't as slack as I thought it was about to be.
That
Yeah.
chicken like it was
They
a
didn't make
chip
it right.
at
I mean,
commercial.
it
My
looked
nigga.
It looks
decent when I was
chicken.
looking in your bowl,
It
but
ain't slap.
yeah.
I'm not gonna cap, it's not slap. I already had I make a way better chicken.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
At the
chicken,
end of the
bacon,
day,
ranch,
anything you
casserole.
make at home is definitely finna be.
Cause that shit wasn't right. I was
Better
all excited.
quality.
You see how quick I put it away? Like not
Yeah.
capping on it, but I'm a.
I thought she was rushing.
Hey,
to
I
just
got
be
told
clear for
that
the-
I got the magic
Yeah.
sauce.
No,
It went all that.
damn.
Arby's.
His loaded mac and cheese ain't taste good. Don't
wasn't
get
all
it
that.
from.
He didn't have that magic sauce. That's why.
That don't
Magic
sound
sauce?
right.
Yeah, that
I don't
magic-
know what that
that
is, but that sound nasty.
No, I got that magic sauce.
The tzatziki sauce. That's the only thing Arby's.
Nah,
just
the magic
slip-
sauce,
slip
that ain't
up.
even nothing. That's just it's
Y'all
a
just
life
slip on the guy
sauce.
raw.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
can put
just
that
saying,
on
like-
anything in life. You know, like they had that. What was that one movie we was watching with
Cause
the
he got the Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit on.
So I check-
everything? I was gonna say I was gonna bring. What's that one movie where they got It's like the spoof off of Meet the Fockers. We just watched it. And then they go spraying his hummus on everything.
Yeah.
That nigga
Or where the Millers? No.
Eddie Griffin.
No, Eddie
Oh.
Griffin.
He was a dad, but he was acting like he was like Muslim, and then he had an Indian wife, and then they had like a white daughter. You know what movie I'm talking about? What's
I
that?
know it.
fucking-
I've seen it, but
I
I
can't
don't know
remember
what
what
That nigga had hummus in a Windex bottle, and he put it on everything.
What the fuck?
He sprayed that shit on everything.
He sprayed it
He used it on
wounds.
everything.
He sprayed it on his dinner.
You
He,
said
He
on
cleaned with
sprayed
it.
Hey, hand me the hummus.
Literally.
Oh, so it's like you
It
can
was
do
literally
anything.
in like a Windex bottle. Like he sprayed that shit
Unacceptable.
on everything.
He had moles on your face. Hummus.
Unacceptable.
Moles. Yeah, this hummus will clear it up real quick. Got your back-
bet.
I didn't know. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't decide. I was about to flip it. Didn't need to.
Wait, honey.
Hey, But yeah, we got 2 viewers in here. Shout out to y'all for tapping into the Spliffers rotation.
Say what?
They can't comment and say who they is.
That's what I was gonna pull
Dang,
up on
why
here,
you
but I
pressing
can't pull this
them?
up right
They
now.
I
just
wanna know who
Pull up
watching.
pull up the YouTube on
Who watching?
the John.
Let's see.
John.
Tell you what.
Go ahead,
Who
pull
you
up.
is?
Hand me my lighter, Jamari.
Tell you what.
They called this man Jamaria yesterday and stuff.
Jamari.
I got this nigga lighter.
Oh, today when I went out to brunch, they spelled my name DAJEA.
The fuck is that?
That ain't wrong?
That is wrong.
Wait, DEJAA?
DAJ.
DAJEA.
Oh,
Dajia.
damn.
Dajia. Dajia. Yeah.
I don't know what
The Gia.
Hit him with it.
Oh, we got 4 viewers on here now. We doubling up. Hey, we going up.
Okay,
It's
here we go.
exponential. It's exponential.
Cause you gotta press them. Who these 4 niggas now?
Now we gotta press these guys. We had 2 guys to worry about. Now. Oh, one hopped off. Good. Now we
I
got
mean,
one left
maybe
to
one
press.
was. How you know they
One
guys?
of them was your sister. It was your sister.
It's literally Zai.
She commented and said, "What's
She just
up?"
text me.
It said, "Hey."
What's up, Zai?
Hey.
Hey, we on here.
She
Spliffers
said, "Hi,
rotation.
Bullet."
I'm gonna tell her go back and watch.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
I'm gonna tell her that. Like, share,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
subscribe.
So what would you rate that Arby's fish Sammy on a scale of 1 to 10?
This one or my overall experience of one?
That one. That
I'll
one.
say
That's-
your overall experience.
Because we didn't come in here right. We didn't show them what it looked like. So I can just let them know off of that particular Arby's. Because
Okay.
I'd like to go to a Pacific Arby's when we do our
Yeah,
challenge.
you want it to be controlled.
Before because there's 2 challenges. Is you go to the Pacific one, and then you got to go test the rest of them to see if they match up.
That's true. I feel you.
Oh yeah, they do be tasting
I feel
different
you,
different
I feel you.
spots. Like,
Each
you can
spot
tell,
be
like,
tasting
y'all done
different,
made
so-
that shit right.
That's
So-
why, like, I mean, they got the same food, but like the big difference on restaurants I
Management.
noticed is if they really cooking your shit fresh or not.
Management.
Exactly.
Also, location.
One place your tacos is on point.
If you go into a McDonald's in the hood, just expect it to be McDonald's from the hood.
Hood Donald's.
Yeah.
So
See, I don't know. Like that's where I'm at. Like Hood Donald's might be better than
Sometimes it
Burb
might
Donald's
slap.
it just
Which is also
depends.
true.
Because
It just
niggas in the
depends on
hood know how to
location.
cook, and you go to the suburbs and they're 16-year-olds.
That's
But
why I
is it
say
the
it's
hood
based off
don't
of
give a
freshness.
fuck,
Like
or
if you
is
don't
the
order your
hood-
food fresh, it ain't never gonna come out right.
But on this one, it was smacking at like a nice little 7.
A little 7 out of 10. That's 3.
Don't get me wrong, I go again. At a different time though.
You ain't gonna catch that same cook. You ain't gonna. Yeah, this ain't the midday Sammy.
No.
This
What
ain't
time
the
is
Sunday
it?
midday Sammy.
Yeah, nah. Nah, the Sunday midday Sammy, I'm actually have to whip that up.
Take what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to actually whip
Yeah.
that up. Cause the fish sandwich is a good like before lunch or before dinner.
Yeah, fish Sammy is like a brunch meal.
Yeah, you got it. It's something you eat on the way.
So when is the right time
After
to
church?
eat noodles and tuna?
Nigga, that's the bro. I put this nigga on
Noodles
the
and
noodles
tuna?
and tuna,
If
bro.
you- if
Bro,
you
he
jump
over
on
here
this
talking about
too-
he was sick about like he was like, don't make that in front of me.
Oh my god.
And then I made it, and he's over here looking
It was
now.
a
I'm
shrimp.
sure he was
It
looking-
was shrimp noodles with tuna. So I mean,
Man,
it wasn't
little
like.
shrimp noodles
I told him
with tuna.
I even did it with the beef noodles, and he was like sucked out. He like
somebody
sucked out.
please comment and just anybody comment some type of reaction. Just tell
Yeah,
me
comment
if,
some
is we
approval.
tripping or not. I'm just ramen noodles and tuna. That's all I'm asking. I'm not gonna say no names. I just want to know.
LeBron
yes
James.
or no? Because pineapples don't go on
LeBron
pizza, but I need to
James.
know. Do tuna go on noodles? Yes or no?
Yes.
In my opinion,
I think anything can
tuna
go in
and
noodles.
noodles make that shit even more edible. It's like having chips for a sandwich.
It's
Or it's
like,
like-
a boil.
Or it's like throwing like chopped up chicken in it.
Yeah,
at this,
for
this
real.
beautiful.
It's the exact same thing.
This is beautiful.
No, you wasn't supposed to pass that one.
I was wondering why.
What's going on?
Give my split back. Now you gotta roll your own one
I'm
now.
glad it hit this way. I didn't tell you what, and that other motherfucker was hitting.
You gonna have to roll your own split for
I
now.
look, he didn't want to pass
Get
on
my
the
split
motherfucker.
back.
That motherfucker was right.
I got some lyrics for that. That's funny.
That motherfucker was right.
This is funny.
That shit was right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He hit
my
that. I
comeback.
heard it. You know, because I know how this boy hitting. And he
laughed
hit it,
too
and he was
hard.
like,
he
was
caught
like,
you.
That shit was hitting there.
He caught
I was
us.
like, hold on.
I was like, hold up.
I said, who wrote this? I
Yeah,
didn't know
exactly.
that.
The
Who
joke
wrote
wasn't
it?
even funny no more. He felt like he was missing something. He said, "Wait a second, you laughing a little too hard over there."
My hand feels a little bit empty.
My lungs are clear.
We ain't got no shears.
Shears
Yeah.
for the garden?
I tell you what, can I get some? Can I get some sharp objects, please? Thank you, sir. Some cutting instruments.
Some scissors?
Appreciate you.
Some scissors.
Shout out to Juicy. Damn, that motherfucker was hidden.
Yeah, shout out to Juicy. Look, we got the big boy strapped up in this motherfucker. You know, we up in here doing it right. This that band that Indica is in. They sponsored.
Shout out,
Yeah,
John
shout
Cook.
out John for the juices.
Shout out
and
Mr.
Diggity
Cook.
Dave.
John Cook, Diggity Day.
You
You
see
know,
that
Diggity
shit?
Dave of Pit My
Hollywood
Ride.
Gods and Monsters. Check what? Shout out Indica in the Cut.
Juices coming soon.
Got the big.
Got the big back boy. Got
The big back
got a
boy.
couple cases of those.
Tell you what, I finished my buddy over here. I'll take the buddy down.
When I get faded, I gotta cool down.
Fuck.
He said, I gotta cool down.
Oh, snap. He didn't put the spliffers on, the spliffer shades on.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna start calling everything spliffers. Just put the spliffers on.
Hey, what was you gonna
Hey,
say
have that
earlier?
spliffer right there?
I had updated bat today on that game.
Yeah, you right. You right. Hold on. Let me get my throat right. You right. Take what? Let me tell y'all something.
I feel like if bat can retain this knowledge and say it to you, same, and you can do it the same.
Word? Okay.
Take what? Let me tell you something. Look.
It's because it's the facts of the truth of the matter.
It's the tricks of the trade.
Take what? We terminology. I just want to a note on terminology.
It's big.
You know what I'm saying? Spliff had said something. It's one of those. I guess it's on one of my. I don't know if it's a quote, a saying. You know what I'm saying? Why saying smoke? You had the first one the other day. What do you do when you know? And he hit me today, and I realized that if you smoking any type of if your rap is tobacco, if it's not a paper, we used to call the wrongly call them blunts, but a spliff. First of all, I gotta break this how he broke it down to me. Let me know what a spliff was and a spliffer. You know what I'm saying? A spliff is when you take a little bit of weed, well not weed, a little bit of weed and some tobacco broken down in a joint. You know, that's a spliff. We all know about this. And then, but see, a spliffer is when you take full tobacco, full tobacco wrap it around your weed, right? You know what I'm saying? Versus mixing, right? So if you smoking a blunt, it's not even a blunt. Y'all been smoking spliffers. Y'all just didn't know it. So
Y'all just didn't know.
This is a spliffer because it's a tobacco wrapped with weed. You know what I'm saying? So
any form of a blunt is that.
we
If you taking a cigarillo, which is still a tobacco wrap, and you're wrapping it around your cannabis, your weed,
you just roll.
you smoking spliffers.
You just roll the spliffer right there.
We smoking spliffers. We all smoking spliffers. Now, there's some people out here that smoking spliffs. And then you got some people that just smoke weed. Totally fine with that. That's some concentrates or the straight joint rollers like shout out my nigga Wiz. That nigga love straight weed. But don't get me wrong, that nigga a spliff out. Like, there's just something you can't get with that mixture of that tobacco.
Yeah.
Scientifically, it actually increases your high at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, when you just smoke regular weed, it's just like a lot of other natural things. Like, it just gives you like a little wave. You know what I mean? You be high, you just be rolling, and that wave sort of subsides after a while. But when you smoke tobacco and weed, instead of it waving, you get a pinnacle. And that's why people notice it come down so much further when they're smoking blunts and they keep on smoking blunts versus bowls. There's less of a come down with bowls. Almost inexistent for real.
Yeah.
So we 20 minutes into our live, really 15 minutes in, giving that twist that intro. So let's go ahead and start getting into who we are. Like that's what the people here for today. They want to know. They want to know who's doing this.
I'm bad guy, bitch.
All right, well, Bad Guy, since you wanted to go first, since you got that introduction, tell us about you, Bad Guy. How'd you get into Spliffers? Tell us about your Spliffers story.
This was what I think for me was 2018 and 2019 is when y'all popped back around. See, first of all, back around. These are my boys from back in the day. Played ball together. I already knew my boys. Okay, so it's been an intermission in the years. You already know that do know me. I was on the field doing my thing and doing everything else. I was everywhere, and then Bat disappeared. Then Bat came back. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back, I was keeping up with. I noticed he had changed his name to OG Spliff, and this is back. This is how I ran back, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Never said nothing. I just seen Spliff everywhere. And then Spliffers, and I just seen a lot of movement through Facebook. I hadn't even been around y'all for a minute. And then y'all came back from Cali. I met y'all at the studio. And y'all let me know what was going on, told me about everything. And since then, I've been spliffing with y'all. So that was just a short introduction to get straight to that, because I didn't know what was going on. I just know that y'all, it looked like a lot was going on. I just didn't know about it. Y'all was in Cali a lot until y'all came back.
So what were you doing
in between,
leading up to that point of when we linked back up? Like, what were you doing before that?
At that point, I was really just working. I was down in North Phoenix. Y'all ran back into me, and I was working. Really wasn't doing much at all, but working at that time. wasn't really popping out, going out nowhere.
But you already did have a lot of your book done at that point, your poetry book.
My poetry book. Oh, very true, very true. I did have a decent amount of that. The gift I must give. The conscience of a conscious sinner, definitely.
Yeah,
I was working on some of that in the background. You right? Y'all actually
'Cause
running back into the y'all kicked that off even more.
And that's why I brought it
Yeah,
up.
I would
because,
say
like,
full
it's a perfect
stream.
segue into us linking. Like,
Yep.
that's really what we started working on initially.
In the
first
studio.
times. In the studio, exactly. So go ahead, let them know a little bit more about the book.
The Gift I Must Give is a collection of poems that over the last about the last decade now, I've compiled. The first half was not intentional. It really started off from just going through a lot. I literally remember, I believe the first one was written in 2013. So literally a decade, actually. I was in after school and done with my work. Just end up writing something. It's just stuff that's been on my head. It was weird. I don't know. At different times, it's feelings, how I'm feeling at the moment. Other times, it's just, it felt like it was just things that was on my mind regarding the world. I'm not sure how you want to spin it. It do have two different perspectives in it. A perspective when I felt it was directly coming from what I was dealing with, and then a perspective of me being able to objectively feel or understand different perspectives, yada, yada. And I just started putting it on paper. I shared it with a friend, to be honest. Shout out Black Adam. And he told me off the rip, he's like, hey, this sounds like a black Bible or something. He's like, nah, like, no joke. Like, you need to, hold on to this. And after I started sharing it with a few close friends, I had the same reaction. I shared it with y'all. And when that happened, a whole nother section kind of came out, with the audio book and everything, and really diving into it a lot more, and still working on it in the background. I would say at least it's about 30 done, and another 15 or 20 that have not been transferred to the book that are,
Yeah, because we had recorded through what you had up to that point, and I think that was really like a good foundational, like, eye opener for what it could be. Because then we sort of like, okay, well, shit, we can really reassess on this, what we made right here, and continue to push what we started off there. Because that's what the lab is like every time anyway. It's
definitely.
Just, we in there openly creating. We got vibes going on. Whatever you got, bring to the table in the lab, and we're going to work on it.
For sure, for sure.
So that was sort of like the initial point of you, like, coming around Spliffers at that point.
It definitely was. And then, y'all brought out the audiobook part. I never thought about an audiobook. It wasn't even, y'all kind of cemented it more into definitely becoming a book. I was definitely give y'all that credit, because when y'all was like, hey, you need to throw that on the audiobook, I said, what do you mean? I know the audiobook is, and I listen to them, but I didn't consider that at all. I was really just trying to put my feelings down on that. And so Along the Road definitely has, y'all definitely shaped it and kind of made a final decision on it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to do an audiobook version. I want to, and how I delivered it too, because versus just putting it down, really, when I heard it on the audiobook, what y'all did, what we had mixed up, unfortunately, y'all would not be able to hear that piece of gold that we had. Nobody would be able to hear that, but yeah, that made a big difference, a huge difference about how I proceeded going forward.
I mean, that's what the whole moment was for. It wasn't for no one but you to actually hear it, because as being the reader, it's hard to hear the message, because you're reading the message. Yeah, you might be reading it out loud or going through it, but it's hard to sit there and actually think about something when you actually hear it and how it's delivered. Because you're delivering it, so you really don't know how you delivering it until you hear that shit.
Facts.
And I imagine hearing that back, once you got the opportunity to, it helped formulate the ones that you started writing after the fact, because now you're like, okay, we did the ad libs on them, like that ad lib effect.
That was crazy.
That was something different, and I'm sure that opened up like the perspective for your writings continuing forward. So after that, though, we sort of transitioned to.
That whole message passed through there. No word.
Pass that message off real quick.
I don't need that on me. Pass that off real quick.
Yeah. that stoner language. It's unspoken.
Like what they call them seals, you know, they be playing with, they know, like, hey, you do that shit, put it in real quick, throw that shit over there real quick.
Oh, we. But after that point, it transitioned into like you having more of like a direct involvement, which led to you being in a managerial role as well as an ambassador role for Spliffers. So like, what sort of happened in between those moments from the audiobook to then?
Location switches and a network actually sprung up with the things we was doing with Spliffers and the product and the brand and the movement. The Clarendon Hotel, running into the Clarendon and finding out about that spot really was a huge boom for a few months.
Fucking opened that shit up.
It was
we needed somebody in that motherfucker. We was like,
weird.
somebody gotta be in
crazy.
here.
Yeah, it was.
And you happened to be there.
timing.
You was in there. We was shocked.
You happen to be that somebody.
We was shocked, literally, because we went up in there.
It was too perfect.
It was
We
perfect,
just went there and scoped it out and did some work up in there, but we were like, okay, but they weren't really, talking about, oh no, blunt smoking in here. We're like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, what?
No, Spliffers smoking.
What? That's all we heard.
Yeah, like, what?
But as we should have said, well, that's blunt. This is Spliffer.
Medical.
But it was that dude, whoever that person was then.
Bobby.
They were just starting it up, you know what I mean? It was literally
It
a
wasn't
new
what it
project.
was.
So when you went in there, it was actually more established and you knew what was going on. And what the fuck was going on in there?
Ran into Bobby Doug. A lot of shit. It's a first place you can smoke inside in a classy environment and smoke however you want. First of all, like we talking about big smoke.
Here in Phoenix, Arizona.
In Phoenix,
Clarendon
Arizona.
Clarendon used to be that
Clarendon
sex
is
club, like
famous,
adult
yes.
lifestyle club before.
The Clarendon I heard was known for a lot of different things back in the day. It's been around for 100 years, if I was correct. And yes, that is one of the that is one of the highlights. It definitely was a swingers club. And
Yeah, they got the full smoking.
Arizona,
rooms.
y'all good for that. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know how. Y'all know.
See,
how
but
y'all
this
be
is for
down.
the people who don't know what's up. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like there's a lot of people traveling coming to Arizona that are cannabis friendly. And honestly, when I go
Midtown.
anywhere, I'm always looking for where I can go smoke. If I knew anywhere I can go, there was a place where I can go post up and roll up for a few minutes, an hour.
Elevations Nation.
That's all about Elevation Nation, right at the Clarendon Hotel.
Right there at that same time, Jamarie, shout out to this girl, Veronica Castillo. She's a traveling vegan cannabis writer, and she be writing blogs and stuff. She stays at all types of cannabis Airbnbs and shit like that, go to grow ops and write about their shit. But she had stayed at the Clarendon that, like around the time when we ran back into you up there. And she, I pulled up there to go drop off some Spliffers for her, and it was just a reconfirming the fact that was somewhat the hot spot to be at. Cause I'm like, she's over here, she's traveling the country writing about shit. She literally just did a full blog write up on this spot while smoking Spliffers inside a room.
And that's what's crazy about it too. Speaking of it, a lot of different relationships came out of that. The keeping up with creators phase, the linking up with Anthony. Shout out to 6 and the 602, Better Bud Club.
Better Blood Club.
You know what I'm saying?
Sock Strands.
Sock Strains. Shout out to Coach Jess. Shout out to the lounge themselves. Spliffers. You can go to the lounge and you can got our business card right there in a stack. In the lounge. So
Then they started kicking off them bud tender events.
the bud tender batches you cracking. Yeah.
That's really was
big.
bringing a lot of traffic there. If you subscribe with them, just like if you
that's for the
subscribe with us,
culture.
you know what's going on. Like it's a good place to just go hang out. They got Crazy Cones up in there. They
Crazy
going
Cones.
they
Shout
going
out. Shout out
crazy
Crazy
right
Cones.
now with
Shout
them,
out
bro.
Crazy Cones.
Them
Yeah.
shit
Everything.
smacked.
And
It's
finna
worth
get hot,
it's
so-
worth every bit of the $20.
Yeah, on me.
No doubt, it's
You getting
worth
smacked off
every
it,
bit
it's-
because you getting smacked off it. It's a broke down like slushy. Then they throw in candy on that shit, and they make it in front of you.
Well, I'm getting a couple of those.
Man, hold on. We're going
Fresh
to
fruit.
we're going to have to bring them on here so y'all know what we're talking about. We're going to have them do a real live presentation.
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
With Spliffers and
That
Crazy
Spliffers
Cones.
live presentation. That's a whole segment.
Tell you what.
And
We're gonna be pulling
We
up
need
on
a whole
people
foodie
with
segment.
the things that we like, and if they want to, which I believe they will, because we showed them the live presentation of Spliffers, so we just want to show them what we see to show y'all, because man, it's dope. It's dope. It's something to see.
that's
What we
one
look
thing
for,
that they
experience.
have to look forward to on the Spliffers TV aspect, because everything we talk about is real. It's what we do in real life, and there's no reason why we won't have these people on here to talk about what they do directly. Like everything's gonna be that meta aspect of coming full circle, just like Bat was about to get into with meeting John.
I was just about to say,
that's the Juicy plug.
shout out right here,
Shout out
Juicy,
Juicy.
at the lounge.
You know,
Talking
Hello?
about Spliffers, going through
Hello?
actually ran into him there. That's how I ran into John Diggity Dave. That's how a lot of things progressed. And
Shout out Hollywood Gods and Monsters.
Hollywood Gods and Monsters.
Come
now,
on
what do you
now.
know? I'll tell you what.
It's in the name.
and them.
It's Hollywood Gods and Monsters.
And they do a lot of local shows. You got Lake Pleasant coming up. I mean,
Yeah, Lake Place is about to be crazy.
if you're trying to get it cracking, Lake Pleasant coming up this next Friday, 17th.
Look, there's no live
Oh yeah,
music.
St. Patrick's Day.
There's no real live music being played like they doing it. They out there, they rocking it, they rolling it, they hopping it. You know, it's all in there. You know, it's a
rock and roll.
yeah. It's don't get me wrong. It's something to experience. That's why it's hard to talk about. It's like yeah, we can sit here and talk about it all day, but when you come there and experience it and you hear it, then you near it.
Yeah, you gotta get near it to hear it. Can't just look at
But
it.
what's
from
up with this?
afar.
Wait, so how did this all go about with this John? 'Cause I remember that day happened and you hit me up and I was pulling up and I had walked by homie and I was like, yeah, this is I was like, this is the rock star he talking about.
You was coming to pick me up.
Yes, you
And
like
then
come up.
And then I was like, should I leave? It was funny because I was actually supposed to leave and already meet Spliff or something, and then I was too high walking around, forgot something, and he ended up hitting me back, and I was like, oh shit. He was like, nah, it's cool, just stay there, it don't matter. And it just so happened, in between the time of me not leaving when I was supposed to leave, I ended up running and forgot I had talked to John, and I was supposed to go back and do an interview. I did an interview already with him about his beverage, but I was supposed to go back and follow up and exchange info, and I was supposed to meet Diggity Dave, but I blanked because I was about to go meet Spliff, but it was so perfect because I didn't leave when I was supposed to. I ran back into John, he said, hey, yo, Diggs here. And so back by the pool at the Clarendon, during one of the bashes, I meet Diggity Dave, and we had a conversation. That led to us, checking out the band, seeing what's up, and Indica being a rock star, a direct result of the Clarendon. I mean, I guess meeting at the Clarendon, being places.
Major appreciation to you. Like, of course, it's like that right time, right spot type of thing. But it's also preparation meeting opportunity, and we were all fully prepared in that moment.
Beautiful.
To do everything that was needed to do to get to the point to establish like the rapport and the the foundation that we have with the band now, because now we have a large bed of support with them with everything that we're doing with Spliffers too. Like, they want us involved in additional projects. We got the studio off of 27th, the rehearsal studio, so we have that basically at disposal to be able to use to get better and to do what we do best. So like, RT, shout out to you for being in the right headspace and always just doing what you do everywhere that you go.
Tell you what, appreciate it. It's crazy because all that shit, all the stuff at the Clarendon, like all that popped off though. I did go there and I found out I was doing a job, and then I found out about the lounge, and then I was at the lounge for months and all that happened, like we said. But it was crazy. I was out there being so social though because of Spliffers. I was pushing Spliffers, trying to talk to everybody about it, because the first thing at the lounge really what came out is everybody asked, so what do you do? Because you got to be in it's not, you don't have to be in the cannabis industry, but most people there was in the cannabis industry.
Exactly. So they're expecting you to have
that question was, and it was like, oh, well, actually, I'm a brand ambassador, Spliffers. So I was trying to talk to everybody about Spliffers, find out what they do, trying to just network. And that was, why I was being so social. Because otherwise, I mean, if I would have found out about that at a different point in my life, I guess when I wasn't smoking Spliffers, I would have just been at a lounge smoking. I would have enjoyed myself at the events, but I wouldn't have been out here I was networking because I had something to network about, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And that was, my even somewhat connection to have any type of relationship with people in the cannabis industry. You know what I'm saying? Having a rap. Here's a rap right here. I'm a part of this. This is what we do. And everything that happened up in here go up in this. So, I mean, I'm here. I'm just like, yo, what you mean? I'm here. I'm here. I'm
all up in this, he said.
I'm supposed to be here. So, yeah. But that's what's up with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect, bro, that's a perfect scenario. You know what I mean? Like, you said it yourself. Having Spliffers to talk about is a benefit at the end of the day. Like, me and Ogun have experienced it so many times just out here and all of us at the table have experienced it so many times just talking about the fact of what we do naturally with Spliffers and what we have as far as being ambassadors, and it gives us something to where people gravitate towards us and like they open their ear towards what else we have going on. Because it's not like we're just doing one thing. We're building something with this as well. I think that's a great transition into letting the people know why Deja's so divine. On me, because it's been quite a bit of a time since we met Deja initially.
Yeah, it has been. It's been probably a couple years.
Right? It's getting there.
Yeah, I'd say it's going on about 2 years. But I was pretty much at a time in my life where I was still finishing up college. I was still going to get my bachelor's in psychology. Mm-hmm. And I was working from home during like COVID. I'd say I met you guys in like 2021. Yeah. So right after COVID, I was still working from home.
Like at the tail end of it.
Yeah, I was still working from home, and I was working for Facebook at the time, actually. So I was doing social media marketing, and I really just kind of got this homesickness. All my family's from Kansas City, so all my family still lives out there. And when I was younger, I used to get professional photos done with my family.
Yeah.
So pretty much I just decided that I'd start doing that on my own and just sending it to my family. That would be a way for them to be updated, just kind of be able to see me. But also then I could just explore, getting into modeling and kind of doing my own freelance social media journey, whatever that was going to look like. And you guys had posted that you were looking, I think, for models. Mm-hmm. And then also had like all the equipment, to take the photos and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, let's see. And I met you guys at Arizona Sun Studios.
Turn up.
That's where we were at.
Turn up. We was up there lit.
That studio was turned. Yeah, that studio was raw. I remember that.
Had all the Arizona State students up there lit.
Yeah, that was a really cool place. You guys showed me the tour of the whole place. Mm-hmm. We got to see all the different rooms and just facilities.
That motherfucker was low key creepy.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
They did a lot of scary movies in that motherfucker. Yeah. It had the vibes.
It had all the spooky vibes.
It had the vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the people that came to the events there. Some of the
it was creepy.
Man. But yeah, go ahead. That motherfucker is.
Oh.
Sun Studio.
So we talked that day, and then we smoked, and I don't know. There was just everything. We kind of meshed well. I had a lot of ideas. I've always been the person to help somebody else, even when it doesn't contribute to me at all. And I think that was just seeing you guys like my ideas, and then we started moving forward. We had a couple of events at Arizona Sun Studios. We did the
what was that, Clint Cart?
The paint and sip.
Oh yeah, they have the Ken Carson. Bro, Ken Carson's so huge now.
Yeah, Ken Carson. Yeah.
Ken Carson is fucking huge now. That shit's wild.
We had the concert that was there, the paint and sip, and smoke. The paint, sip, and smoke. And I think we had one more thing there. But yeah, and then after that, we just kind of continued. You guys no longer were at Sun Studios after that. You guys were in and out of California. I was kind of transitioning. We were all kind of in a transitionary place in life. Yeah. And
that tends to happen to us. Whenever we meet somebody and like get some quality work in and spend some quality time, no matter what, there's like a slight period of time where
that's how you know
like
that shit real or not.
Yeah.
Like, we all met each other doing something. It's just like, oh damn, it's cool. I gotta stop what I was doing. But you got to get back to whatever the fuck it is you was on doing.
And if it matters that much after the fact, y'all will transition to get to a point to where y'all can start doing shit together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you just happen to already be doing the same shit, which is rare.
It's rare.
It's really rare.
Right. So we all transitioned and then kind of got to like a more stable place, and since then it's just kind of been, whatever work we could do. You guys were hitting up smoke shops. was making flyers and getting stuff done
Shit, went to a couple of them
digitally.
shits today.
Trying to take care of the pages and I mean, we went to events. I also got free tickets to CanadaFest last year in Sunsplash, so we went to Sunsplash.
That
We got the
motherfucking shit was
jukebox
lit.
photo shoot after that.
And Jukebox
So
been running y'all up.
yeah, we all went.
Yeah, that plant, body, and soul. They
That's,
got,
that's great. That's great resume for your modeling career too. For real, both of y'all
Yeah.
get out here and model this shit. I can see Ogun hitting the runway, Paris Fashion Show.
look, they don't know. I got that, what they call it, this that term right there. I got that good skin. That's all you need to know. Throw me, I don't even need the right light. Cause I'm
Throw me
dark
out there.
boy.
They love seeing the darkness.
But it's been like a fun blur. I graduated into 2021 and then celebrated all throughout 2022. So all from the start, we were doing all types of stuff. We had, I mean, the hip hop festival last year too. We got to meet Tatiana. She brought us all those treats and stuff like that. And we were at Arizona Sun Studios. She can infuse anything. She's got tamales and tacos and all that stuff.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
But yeah, we got to meet a lot of people, go on a lot of trips, and now we have a lot of people that where we go to all these events now, and they're kind of like familiar people, like they're the usuals, the usual people that you expect to find at all these events that we go to.
That's how you know you in the industry. You know, it's like all doctors go to doctor meetings. You know, or they hang out where doctors hang out.
We went to Mita last year.
Yeah, Mita's nice.
We got the plug into Mita.
You know,
They're really nice.
we did our thing, man. We've been doing our thing. Like, can't nobody tell you that we ain't been doing our thing, because we've been out here. We've been stepping. We've been hitting events. We've been pushing the brand. People know us. We know people. I mean, we on the podcast at Icon Radio. We do this shit. And it's a big part, like, the reason why. It's just as much the brand and what we're doing as much as who's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, our squad is the reason why we're here at the end of the day. Just as much as the reason of us having something to do. So it's just, we got something special. We just got to continue with that and continue pumping and moving and putting one foot in front of the other. Because, like, it's not like we doing anything different. When we hit in the shops earlier, you know, there's a lot of brands who are out here replicating what's been done already, but Spliffers was the first one. And that's never going to change.
Yeah, don't get me started. Don't turn old Spliffer up. Y'all know how the fuck I
You
be.
done sparked up. Nah, I need to hear that. You done sparked up.
Because it's just,
what you think.
I'm gonna literally, this is probably the only, I'm gonna take this as my only opportunity to say what I think. Because there's a lot of them. But this is gonna be my one
This
and
is
only.
not your only, but it's a real opportunity to say everything that you have on your mind, bro. The mic is yours, the time is yours.
I tell you
What
what.
Ogun have to say.
Tell you what, here we go. Get her done. Like Bat was saying, the shit is everything Spliffers. And that's for everybody, you know. It's literally in our mission statement. Like, it's not even that we've taken the necessary steps, which we have. But besides that, because this is what you're supposed to do. When you working truly with nothing, but people around you that also don't have anything because they're trying to get it too. We're doing our damn thing. We're not out here doing it for no appreciation. We're simply doing it so people can try the product. If you smoke, you like it or not. It's not. That's cool. Let us know. If you don't like it, why not? And what do you like about it? And you know, it's a long struggle around all of it. We're just gonna keep it real simple, you know, because we'll be out here and kill ourselves running around trying to get everybody spliffers. No, we're just gonna put them in smoke shops near you.
That's all it breaks down to at the end of the day, because we could easily run around like chickens with our head cut off, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses, or we can, you know, properly build and stay within our lane. Keep on doing our thing.
I mean, it's no different than, you know, any other product that we are dealing with that's in our market. Our competition is not on the streets. This isn't an on the street product. You know, this shit isn't for the streets. But you can get it in the streets when you go to your smoke shop. Yeah, people in the streets have it. But it's a deeper meaning to it. It's true meaning to it, you know. I guarantee you ask somebody smoking these other products, what's their meaning to it? Some people do have good meaning. They do. They have
Put it on. Do not
they
disturb.
they got good meaning to why they smoke it or whatever it is, but we can add some more meaning to give them something that may be more positive or something that they can look forward to. Other products ain't protecting us as stoners.
They're not.
They push all these campaigns against us.
So, for the people who don't know, because we all know, but this ain't for us, as you already stated. What makes you Old Moon Spliffers? OG Spliff. The commander.
Very simple. I don't think nobody wants everybody to smoke a spliffer as much as me. Not even you, Indica. When you told me this shit, I wanted to smoke one more than you. And you had it. like, it's for the people. I service the people. This is something that is for the people. And that's anybody, they don't gotta be like me. They don't gotta like me either. It's not for that. It's for the fact of we actually agree on something. And that's all that matters. We can work together if we can agree on something, regardless if we like each other or not. So if you can agree that cannabis is positive, well, you should be able to agree that spliffers is a healthy choice because there's no chemicals.
No flavorings. No alternatives.
Shit get real.
They get real weighty. I know they can feel the presence.
Like, it can be all talk of spliffers is dope, spliffers is great. But like anything dope and great, you gonna buy it. You gonna try to find it. You want it. Somebody gotta supply it.
There's no such thing as a free spliffer. Yeah, you might have got that motherfucker. You might have tried it with motherfuckers without paying. That spliffer wasn't free.
Fuck that. That shit wasn't, it wasn't not free.
No such thing. Here's a free spliff.
There's never been ever a free spliffer. But it ain't about that. You know, because then that gives people like, oh, ooh, ah. No, we ain't about to even, nah. We just gonna keep it spliffing. You know? This shit, if you want to learn something, you can literally Google it. You can YouTube it. You can Instagram it. You can Facebook it. Wikipedia.
Shit, you can hit us directly. We're reachable.
You hit the phone number, whatever. we gonna be doing spliffers longer than anybody else trying to do spliffers. And that's any other brand that's alike spliffers. Because it ain't spliffers. We the first to do it.
And not the worst to do it. Get it right.
I tell you what.
We gonna keep doing as we do. This shit works. Shit. Are y'all happy?
Hell yeah, I'm motherfucking happy.
Yeah.
I'm smoking. I'm good. Shit should be. It's a wrap. I'm chilling.
I'm happy. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's ups and downs to everything.
Oh no, what I love about it, like I told y'all when I first heard about it, when I ran back into y'all, I was okay. Y'all the homies and all that's cool, great. But like I told y'all, I thought from what I seen and then what I experienced with y'all, and I thought it was awesome because one, I already smoked, and to the point I was smoking obviously whatever wrap I used to when I was real young. I used to love flavoring. When I went back to Chicago, I got off of that. My older sisters, I was smoking just plain swishers with them or whatever, or backwoods or whatever. I was always trying to find a stronger. Honestly, I've been smoking since I was 9 personally. You know what I'm saying? But so for me, I try to pipe first, but I like blunts, and I've always smoked out of a spliffer or wrap, a tobacco wrap. But I always try to find something stronger. So when I ran back into y'all, it was a couple different points for me. It was the homies that had a product that did the work to go and whatever, use their brains, whatever they and then did it around something that we already do that's natural. I didn't have to change nothing. It was just like, oh, you already got a wrap and I already smoked. It's why wouldn't I? It for me it was pretty simple. And in a way, I just thought because it is more than just a rap. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all do things, like y'all perform. It's a whole brand, and I just thought like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a rap, but it's more than a rap. I just love the whole concept of it. So for me, it was real simple, and it was like, I mean, it's the homies had a product. Now, if it was garbage, and if it wasn't something pertaining to me, if it's something I had to completely switch, and then maybe I wasn't really fucking with it probably wouldn't have the same, attention or whatever. But for me,
if we had a trash product,
you
didn't tell us, we wouldn't be your homies.
That, and then another thing, the biggest thing is I smoke already, and it was a rap. And it was a strong one too, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's no. That's what I liked about it, because I gotta be able to feel it. You know what I'm saying. I can't feel nothing else. Ben stopped feeling swishers when I switched to the woods. It stopped feeling swishers. So then, and then in backwoods, you just get tired of those. Those you get a pack, the motherfuckers you get a 5-pack, motherfuckers be broken. No, let's be real. You spend that $250 on one wood, sometimes 3, depending on where you at. You get that wood, that bitch cracked. Okay, go ahead and waste your time if you won't keep going back in the stove doing all that, or spending that much on one wood. Or you could just get a 5-pack, no guts. You could put more, just as much. Ain't got to worry about the dryness. That's another thing I want. Like a motherfucker, like Rock has said too. When I seen
even
you
this,
out,
look,
yeah,
not to cut you off. Look,
that's how I felt
I bought a dry pack of spliffers, right?
at the stove.
I bought a dry pack of spliffers. It was there for a while, but this is the greatest thing about it. When I opened it, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, they ain't right. So I just dropped a little bit of water in the package for less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
I still got that pack right here. The spliffer's still good. I got it right here. It's what we've been rolling on. They rehydrated themselves. That was good. Took them out, dried them off real quick. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Put them right back in the pack. I had this pack another week now.
That's the thing. When it's organic, when it's just a leaf, you can rehydrate that shit.
Them motherfuckers flexible too though.
Literally, it was, yeah, don't get me wrong, yeah, it was dry. It was one of those points where somebody be upset. Like, damn, I can't even work with this now. I threw some water in there and this shit was great.
Yeah, that's one of those spliffer FAQs, a frequently asked question. What do I do when my spliffer is dry? Put some water on that shit, boy.
Put some water on
Boy, you
that
better put some
damn
water on
shit.
that- yeah, we're going to put that exact clip.
Put some
right
water
there.
on that damn shit.
Boy, you better put some water on that damn shit. What? What?
And just because they don't come with no flavor don't mean you can't do nothing.
Hey,
I done rolled one
don't
with
they
honey.
already wash
That's
their
it.
woods?
Yes, the homie showed me. I didn't know you could put it underwater. I seen that. That was a while ago. When you seen you do that, I was tripping. But yeah, I guess you.
The only difference
I
with
know
washing
that.
your woods and stuff like that, it makes your leaf thinner. You know, it's already a thin quality product. Unless you get that 1-pack. Don't get me wrong, I got a couple packs. I seen somebody around, and they put out that back one. I was like, let me see that. Okay.
Oh, you would get it. If you,
Yeah,
if you got a
I
fresh
was
one,
like,
you got a
there
fresh
you go,
one.
bro.
It's just
Let
they not.
me give you that bag. Yeah, I just want to see what that look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't smoking it. I just want to see what it look like. What it look like. You know.
I'm about to smack this bacon rack again.
Well, we got the serious now, so now we about to act the fool.
I'll tell you what.
You know, and we're gonna act the fool right after Indica. He over here trying to slide through in the cut.
I thought I was about to slip through and notice.
He thought he was shoot, shoot, shoot,
I
shoot,
thought I was
shoot, shoot,
slick
shoot.
with it. Damn.
Can't believe it ain't butter.
Can't
Be real.
believe you ain't smoking spliffers.
To be real with y'all, on 150%, like,
We might come here and start doing minutes. We're gonna do YouTube minutes.
that is. It's Spliffers Sunday.
Craziest job or the worst
You
job.
know? But if I told y'all that I knew that this was going to be this from the jump, from the moment I wrote up that mission statement, from the moment the word Spliffers, it's a rap, but it's more than just a rap. It's a community, a movement, a way of life entered into my mind, that I seen us doing all this, maybe not us specifically, but I seen the aspect of what needed to be done for it to be great. And not only did I see it in that moment, but I accepted it for what it was, full-heartedly. The negatives and the ups and the downs of it from that moment forward. You know, when you start off something and you're building something, a brand, and you're pushing something that you a product as well, like that's two separate things. You know what I mean? You have the product, which is like the coal to the engine, but the brand is an actual whole train. You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
product is every fucking thing. Like, the brand is cool. Brands are great, but they have a product. That's why they're a brand, I guess.
Exactly.
It's something. It's a something. It has something. It ain't just a word. It ain't just.
And
It's something.
Sometimes we get I won't even say we, but I get caught up in between fucking around with the brand versus the product. You know what I mean? Because the product requires 100% attention just as much as the brand does. But that's where Ogun Spliff comes in at, because it's just like, you know, you can't do two things at once. You know, there's multiple things that have to be built for Spliffers so we can all have our full-on roles and do everything that we need to do. But in order for that to be done, it really takes a team. And that's the thing that I knew from the jump, but I didn't really give too much thought to, because I've always been like a non-appointed leader or an undesignated leader or unofficial leader in circumstances. So it's just like I've never had to really call the shots or say what is or things of that nature. It's just always just, you know, leading by example and doing my own thing, and people will follow suit within their own categories. The difference between that and now was the adjustments that I needed to learn to be able to really put my faith into asking people for things, which versus my faith into people just as to do what they do in their position. You know what I mean? It's a different mindset from just relying on your teammates to do their job versus to ask your teammate to help you out if wherever you might need that. It requires communication, just like on the offensive line. Like, if you see the defensive line make a shift, now you have to communicate with who's next to you about how you're going to pick up that block. So, you know, just meeting each one of y'all and going through this whole experience with Spliffers with all of y'all, including J Boogie too, has shaped my mindset and has been a growing experience for me in the aspect of knowing what it takes to execute for the brand and to leave executing for the product in Ogun Spliffers' hands.
Yeah, today was a good day. It was a big shift. If we can keep that going, which is literally, that's what I see from it. There's only one way that people are going to get it. Spliffers got to get made somehow, in some way. We gotta make them. We gotta pay for them to get them made somehow.
That's
'Cause
the
it ain't
inevitable
free.
part. There's no spliffers without the product.
You know, it's just idea. It's just you go somewhere without spliffers. They're like, damn, you got one?
Yeah, it's like having a car with no engine right there. That shit just sitting there pretty.
No fucking gas. Or no rims. No, you got rims, no tires.
Yeah, you got everything but what you need.
Like, the one thing, fucking license. No registration or insurance. Or license plate. Like, you just got a whip.
My shit was smoking long.
You know? It's business.
That's what it is at the end of the day. That's really what I seen for the moment.
And if this
Spliffers.
product isn't being pushed, then it's no one's business.
That's what
But
business
it's
is.
everybody's business if they're actually getting it and they're finding out and knowing about it, because that's the only way it can change anything. Like any other product that's anywhere, somehow, some way, some shape or form, they everywhere. Who knows how they did it? Obviously, some money. But whose money? We ain't got no whose money.
Don't get me wrong. We came out striking. We got investors. We got staff. We're doing our thing.
We don't need whose money. We got a community of stoners who are looking for better products all day. We want to try better products all day. And this product actually can save you money.
We got our hustle. We got what we got around us, our community that we built through this hip hop community. Man, we got a lot to handle and to do. That's why it's just like it's important that we just have spliffers on us, as you said. As long as we got spliffers, there ain't no issue. As long as places around us have spliffers, and there ain't no excuse.
Hey, I'm gonna say it.
But we
I'm
always
gonna
got
say it.
spliffers.
I'm gonna say it.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say it.
You gonna say it?
I'm gonna say it.
Say it then.
I'm gonna say it. The only excuse if there ain't spliffers there, I'm gonna say it. It's because we black.
That's a great excuse. Yeah.
If there's any excuses,
Yeah.
because we going there. So if you tell us you want spliffers somewhere, we going there. Just know if they ain't there.
He hit that motherfucker.
That's the
I'm
only
saying.
reason. Ain't no other reason.
Just know what I say. I'm gonna say it.
You said it. You dropped it. You heard it here, folks. No, I'm just.
Black in business. That's what they say.
Hey,
We black
he
in
said, "I'ma say it, I'ma
business.
say it." I'm like,
News line rose. The spliffers are black.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
like, goddamn. Cat's out the bag now.
Dang.
Splits out the rap now, man. They got us now.
These are the spliffs out the rap now. The raps out the.
Splits out the package.
They splits out the pack. All right,
Yeah,
shit.
they
Somebody
gotta-
roll it.
Oh, the raps out the pack.
Yeah, because the cat's out the pack. The cat's out the bag.
Well, looks like we about to roll this one up.
Nah, keep that. Nah, it's Spliffer Sunday. We
I say
live.
quit. I gotta-
keep that shit rolling.
Hey,
Yeah, we about to roll this one up. What?
I'm about to put a Kai out.
This one we got.
hey, wait.
Yeah, hold on. What
Wait,
you
wait,
doing
time
after
out.
the car?
Bag got it.
Roll this up real quick.
Well, I'm about to pull up, so we might just keep it rolling
Hold on.
and just take from the content from as is.
Back. Be right back.
Be right back.
We also got Von Rebel rolling in soon. Rolling in.
If you ask, nigga, this your time, so don't lapse, nigga. My flow right, it's on tap, nigga. My verse typed in all caps, nigga. You think you ballin', but my stats big. I call you spalding cause you flat, nigga. Now you busy like some cat litter. Bitches call me in the cut, cause I gas niggas. And I'm always in the cut, cause I gat niggas. Y'all ain't wanna show me love when I was fat, nigga.
Hey, my nigga Maddie about to slap a nigga. Young man, I be some black niggas. We only smoking on the scrap, nigga. This shit took all our cash, nigga. If you wanna smoke, order fast, nigga. I'm a skinny nigga, I was eating last, nigga. I'm not dumb, nigga. I was skipping class, nigga. I got an Asian bitch doing all that, nigga.
Oh, that Asian bitch, I think that I had class with her. She was always hitting TikTok, so I danced with her. She a closet freak, you know I ain't romancing her. The way I'm bouncing on that ass, she coming black tigger. That's the first time that she had it with a black nigga. I was stroking from the bottom, I'm a back swimmer. She said she like her niggas bigger, cause they dig thicker. She caught me slipping on my pimpin', had to drip sicker.
Damn, she sees you poking, but you could not get a stab, nigga. I was never in the bucket, could not grab, nigga. They took my dad, I had to see him through the glass, nigga. I'm the man of this house, say who asked, nigga. Devil tried to catch me, but I passed, nigga. Then I roll a spliffer up so I can gas, nigga. I'm coming for the first, then the last, nigga. I cut raps, I don't rap, I sell raps, nigga.
We had to catch coronavirus just to get sicker. Dropping bodies on the track, they getting disfigured. Come around and scoop them up, yeah, we some dish diggers. Wrap the pieces up and light up, that's a big spliffer. We make raps, we don't rap, nigga. We don't rap, we make raps, nigga. Don't make me go and grab my strap, nigga. Shoot them up like it's craps, nigga. We don't rap, we make raps, nigga. We make raps, we don't rap, nigga. We the spliffers, we got gas with us. And if we don't bring it, nigga, bring it back with us.
Sit down before I crack your pen pal like government. Run it, we can run quick. If he say he see me, he a fucking witness. I'm rolling up a motherfucking spliffer. Hit her quick once, then I dick her. Sad in the face when he miss her. On the shit, wow. Let me run my split now. Fill it up with 6 pounds. I guess you got the hit now. Nigga, we make raps with no fake raps, which take that. Nigga, yeah, we laid that.
I'm telling you, that's a whole segment and all that. In the cut looking, you just have you looking like in cuts. Literally just in all type of cuts.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
just like, look. Yeah, like I'm pointing something.
All right, hey, you know, you catch a mean cut and
Yeah.
the camera nigga just in the cut looking.
I feel so much better. I'll tell you what.
Where you go?
Let's go.
Gotta get a breath of fresh air.
Is it 411 show or something today? Or
I don't know, they might.
is he?
They chill though, you know what I mean?
They be in here?
Huh?
They be in here?
Yeah.
Is this your cousin?
Ooh, Alize? What'd she say? She put
Sent me
eyes.
this song.
Which one? Niggas?
I don't know. Whatever you was just playing in the back.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was good. What about to get? Well, yeah, we just in here.
Why you go?
Shoot 'em up.
He was just looking